Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here to share about one of the projects that I've been working on in my free time. And yeah, let me just briefly introduce it. So for the past 8 weeks, I've had the opportunity to take part in this program called the Youth Well Tech program. And it's a pilot program that was being ran by the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors program in collaboration with Microsoft Research. So it's a test pilot program, it's a new thing that they're trying out, and there were only 12 of us ambassadors involved. So the goal for this project was to teach the participants about human-centered design and to get them thinking about developing solutions targeted towards the mental health and overall well-being of youths. So instead of the researchers trying to figure out the problem and trying to think of solutions themselves, they decided to get us involved in the process because we are the youths facing the problem, and I guess it's just to get a better perspective of things. And yeah, how the program was being ran was that every week there would be a workshop teaching us about the different steps of the designing process. So stuff like doing background research, plotting diagrams, doing storyboarding, prototyping, and all that stuff. And at the end of the program, we were split into groups, and each of us were supposed to come up with a 10-minute video showcasing everything that we've learned and explored, and then present it to the Microsoft researchers, the ambassador program managers, and also with the wider Microsoft ambassador community. And yeah, it was kind of an intense session, but I think everyone was nice overall and it was a good experience. So the group that I was in focused on gamification and how it could be applied to solutions to improve the mental health and overall well-being of students. And without giving too much away, here is our presentation, and I hope you enjoy it.
Hi everyone, I am Marco from Team Sidequest, and here is a video showcase everything we have done through the Youth Well Care program with our project Sidequest, looking into how gamification can be used for helping youths manage their unhealthy usage of social media and in turn improve their mental health and overall well-being. I will first introduce the problem, then my colleagues will showcase a user journey with the prototype, talk about some extra gamification features from the prototype, and finally talk about the next steps and moving forward. Over the course of the past 7 weeks, I thought deeply about the factors contributing to mental health issues amongst today's youths. The more I explore, the more I realize how complex and multifaceted this issue really is. Even after narrowing down my topic to just unhealthy usage of social media, I am still left with this. Amongst the many diagrams I have plotted, this graph made the most sense to me based on what I have experienced in my day-to-day life. Just a negative feedback loop of unhealthy use of social, a shorter attention span, leading to us not being productive, leading to us failing to meet our goals, which ultimately leads to us feeling depressed when comparing ourselves to the more productive role models, leading us back to more social media as a coping mechanism. Our team decided to focus on tackling the attention span problem. What is this? Well, with the recent rise of short form of content, our brains have become accustomed to consuming information that offers quick stimulation. In the past, we would invest an hour in a show to experience its captivating climax moments. But now, the most exciting parts are presented to us directly within a minute and ends up encouraging us to watch more within a short time frame, overloading our brain with stimulation. This pattern triggers dopamine spikes, leading to addiction and perpetuating a negative feedback loop. Here is a diagram detailing how dopamine causes social media addiction. This has led to a youth developing a reduced capacity for concentration, logical reasoning, and problem solving. All it takes is one single notification to make us forget what we are currently doing. Let's look at an example. Imagine I am a student interested in LLMS and wants to learn something new like LangChain, for example. I would go to YouTube because there are a lot of good resources there. The first thing that I see when I first launch YouTube is that there are a bunch of eye-catching thumbnails and clickbait titles. Reels and shorts where you continuously convince yourself that it only take like 6 seconds to watch, but once you start, you keep convincing yourself over and over again until hours have passed. Content actually crafted for my attention and curiosity, and on top of that, external notifications that can distract my flow of thoughts. As shown in the previous slide, all it takes is for one notification to get you distracted. I am fighting a mental battle with my temptation just by opening this page.
So the question is, how can we help youth manage their social media and internet addiction, stay focused and away from distractions, and also improve their overall productivity? Especially on sites like YouTube where we can't just block the website because it's a useful resource for knowledge as well. So this is where Sidequest comes in. Sidequest is a task tracker browser extension, and what it does is it will remind you of what you are supposed to do, track the progress of your active tasks, provides you a gamified and personalized experience, and also builds on top of the best existing productivity apps and resources. It's essentially a co-pilot for doing tasks. So here's what it looks like with Sidequest enabled. Let me zoom in a little. Imagine this, you have a browser extension which gets your projects from your to-do list, and you can look in your tasks in your project, you can select the task, and you can start a session and tell the session how you want to track your current tasks. And it can be done by restricting the domains that you're allowed to visit, or it could be like setting time limits, it could be like setting minimum time that you have to spend at this website, or it could also be tracking your focus through eye tracking. And once a quest is active, an overlay will appear on your application, giving you the details of your quest. From your quest title, you will always be reminded of what you're supposed to do. You have the number of lives you have your progress tracker, and some additional spaces for additional information. And what it essentially does is make your application look like a game. And here is what happens when you get distracted. Whenever you visit a link, Sidequest will try to check if the page content is relevant to your goal in any way. And this will be done by sending page info like its title to ChatGPT and asking if it's relevant to your quest. And here I have clicked on a random zombie video that I found. The title is Zombie Virus Causes the Dead to Reanimate. And my current task is to watch 3 videos about LangChain. And obviously, GPT will detect that this page is relevant to my current task, and as a result, I will lose one of my lives. And from there, a sticky note will be stuck to my screen, which makes me aware of my failure to control my temptations, and at the same time also obscuring my vision, nudging me to get out of this page, as that is the only way to remove them. If I lose all of my lives, a game over screen will appear on my overlay, and a penalty will be delivered, which is something that can be configured by the user. So one thing you can configure for yourself when you fail is to show custom messages or content as wake-up calls to remind yourself of your current task. It could be a custom message or a video or song that gives you the chills. And this will hopefully motivate you and remind yourself of your current goal, kind of like giving yourself a soft reset. And here's what happened when you use Sidequest correctly. Here I've clicked onto a video which is relevant to my task. I'm watching a video about LangChain. And when I'm done watching this video, my progress bar goes up. And also the time spent for this session will be recorded. I watch another video which is relevant, and this will increase my progress and also the time spent. And just another one to complete the quest. And once it's done, a quest completed screen will basically appear, and it will award me some points for the time I've spent in the session. And these points can be used later on for the gamification features in the app. A friend of mine gave me some interesting feedback to look into another browser extension called Unhook, which hides all of the information from your YouTube page, and it sounds like a good idea. So if it is too challenging to mentally ignore the eye-catching thumbnails and clickbait titles, why not just make all of them disappear with Unhook? And it could be combined with Sidequest's tracking capabilities for a less distracting experience. Sidequest is not just another to-do app. It will be built on top of the existing Microsoft To-Dos app, and it will be able to leverage all of the existing infrastructure while also augmenting it with an additional gamification layer on top of it. So it can easily integrate into your existing ecosystem if you already use a bunch of Microsoft 365 apps. And I guess it's an easier experience for users as well, since they will have all of their data at one place. For example, we can add more personalized details that we can't normally do in the Microsoft To-Dos app. Here I have a project called Learn LangChain, and I would like for it to have more details like how does it help my overall goal, and also some rewards so I can incentivize myself to commit more to this project. And another thing we can do is to link projects together and visualize them nicely on a graph, like this. I guess it's just a nice way to visualize our journey and appreciate how far we have come. And here are some more gamification features. The first one is to do with personalized rewards. So once you are done with a project, you'll use the project logs to generate a unique trophy based on your experiences in doing the project. Another gamification feature is a mini game where your trophies will deteriorate from not being productive. So you will basically need to earn points by completing tasks to keep them looking fresh. When I was showcasing a quest failure, it didn't look like a big deal to fail, but like all games are, it comes with different difficulty modes. You as the user will get the opportunity to raise the stakes with different game modes to help you commit your focus. It has options to cater towards all types of people. Some just want the UI, some like a little fun, and others just want to risk losing everything. And the last gamification feature is a nice visualization of your streaks, another reason for users to maintain their productivity. So to sum it all up, Sidequest helps you restore focus by making your tasks obvious. It helps you make your addiction obvious by obscuring your view. And it also helps you motivate yourself through its gamification and personalization features. So what's next for Sidequest? The next step is to build a browser extension prototype to try this system out. And other than that, investigate different ways to track other forms of tasks, like for websites other than YouTube, or it could also be tracking events outside of the browser. And yeah, that's all for Sidequest. Thank you for listening, and any questions or feedback are welcome. So yeah, that was what we came up with. Do you think a tool like this would be useful to have? Feel free to comment your thoughts down below. I will appreciate it even if they are bad comments. But yeah, keep in mind that a lot of these ideas are just ideas at the end of the day. And honestly, I have to admit so myself that some of them do seem a little bit extra to have. But if there is some potential, I would be down to putting in more effort to hopefully make this idea a reality. And yeah, that's all for this video. Catch you all next time and have a good one.